Hello, welcome to the stream. I am about as late as I guess I can be expected to be nowadays. Um, 8:30 has been a weirdly hard time for me to hit lately. Uh, that being said, most of this came from me totally being unaware of time. Like, I was being totally time blind this morning. So we're gonna continue our Wing Zero build this morning. We've got the legs done from yesterday, so we've got all of our good leggy goodness with its pretty nice articulation. I'm big fan. I am big fan. You know. Now, put those up there. We must begin the waist unit. And, you know, just kind of, I mean, yeah, this is going to be the time has come. We must continue on. I'll put you up there. I don't use you. I don't go to the skeleton frequently. All right. Need to turn these in. These are fairly resistant. Try not to bend. I noticed that the first one that I kind of bent the prong. Oh, it's a ball joint. Okay. Now that makes more sense. Now I don't feel bad about bending it. It's a ball joint. It's a very stiff ball joint. Oh, and then I need to turn these in. I need my model pliers. Actually, this is very difficult to grip, so much easier to grip this way. Or no, it wants it in. Okay, never mind. Went the wrong way on this one. All right, that's that. Okay, the inner frame is at least set up. All right. Let's see. Ah. 19. There you go. Yeah, really big sprues like this inherently are very tough to be able to get all of the cuts on camera without being like zoomed out all the way, which I guess there are people that do builds this zoomed out. I always just feel like I don't see enough of the actual like building process. Like looking at my monitor, I would say this is a decent look. And granted, technically, if I didn't have such a large, I'm gonna slide myself over. Wrong way. If I didn't have such a large freaking overlay, that probably takes up way more unnecessary space, and I should create a new one. And I should just get designing like I used to. You probably could see more, but to be fair, I actually don't know that much because I would still want to not be taking up the whole right side of the screen. So, you know. All right, we need 4. And then at some point during this stream, I might need to take care of my 3D printer. I've begun a print before starting. I don't necessarily expect it to be done during the stream, but I didn't really look at the time, so... Okay. Damn, I'm hitting the F sprue. Well, we're getting to the first stickers. Oh my god, dude, this is labeled actually really bad. One second, my brain is having a meltdown. 1 second. Okay. Okay, so I'll need a 7 and 8. Okay. This was just like a weird... Instructions labeled not amazingly clear. Put Dick in Blender. That's a, that's a really, like, I haven't, it's like amazing. I haven't thought of the instructions unclear, put Dick in Blender meme in a long time. All right, so 7, put this here so I can differentiate them. So 7's this side. And then 8's the other. 8. And then F5 is 6. Oop, backwards. Five is this side, and 6 is the other. Okay. Got a little bit of cleanup to do here. So recently I tried to boot up Phantasy Star Online Epiphany, and it did not want to work for me. So I'm worried that it might have shut down or something. I'll have to look it up. It's really nice to go on Phantasy Star Online 1 private servers. I think I have this backwards. Which is fine. Yeah, it has to be backwards because this is definitely the front. We'll see if I have the other ones backwards. Ah, yes. Hold on. The first of the sticker sheets. I was talking about this yesterday. I know some people are pretty not. Some people definitely appear to be very not into the sticker sheets over water transfers. I got to be honest, as a Warhammer, as somebody who comes from Warhammer and has attempted to use water slides in the past, I'm gonna be real. I think the stickers are much better. Is there less room for error with the stickers in many regards? Yes. I think that is very true. But I do think that they're still better. This doesn't feel like it is labeled correctly. The instructions want me to use 10 on the one side, but then also 14 on the other. So those are very different stickers, and they're somehow both meant to go on this. Right. That. I think it is again like a I think maybe it's a mislabel. Obviously, unfortunately, I don't know where it otherwise, like where 14 maybe would otherwise be meant to go. so it's hard for me to say precisely. Yeah, I don't see it. But I don't see 10 either, which is kind of the other thing I was going to be looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all the head unit. Also, I didn't miss stickers on the legs, did I? Technically, I think they're supposed to be, but I don't believe I saw a thing for stickers at any point. Yeah, so I'm going to go with 10 and 11 here, and then if we need to in the future, we'll look up what maybe were other sticker spots was supposed to be. Because I definitely feel as though some of them are meant to be on the legs. Can I actually see it on the cover? Oh, that's not even the right one at all. Yeah, it's like... Oh, because there's segments. Okay, it's going in through this set. Because 10 and 14 do, in fact, line up actually perfectly. Okay, now it makes more sense. I think these are like the mandatory ones, and the others are like the optional ones. Which we'll put those stickers on because they look cool. Come on, there you go. All right, microphone out of the way a little bit here. Let me go from below this on this second sticker. All right. Well, I figured that part out. I do want to quickly add something to the overlay here. I'm gonna get a little cattywampus, but just give me a bit. Let me know what to do this. No, it's fine. Hey man. Oh yeah. The problem is I'm definitely gonna accidentally ignore YouTube chat because I don't see it as fast. My bad. This is mainly here for a VOD. Sorry if you come in live on YouTube. Whoops. My bad. I hate OBS sometimes. OBS makes me want to scream sometimes. It is such a pain in the freaking ass. Hello? Can you stop? It's annoying me. Why do you suck? Bro! OBS, why do you suck so much ass sometimes? Hold on. Okay, let me do this. Maybe this will bring it out of its stink. Select window. Ooh, thank you. Alright, there we go. Jeez, that's all I wanted. I just wanted to add so you could see this song. Okay, good. Ugh. Okay, so this needs to be oriented this way. Good. Good articulation going here, so that's good. All right, now we're set there, so that's good. There we go. G4, eh? That's B. There, G. That's what you are. I'm like, G comes up so infrequently so far. Oh, yes. I will say I am debating. I'm debating one of two things. I'm debating on putting maybe a bit of a kibosh on the Nuzlocke for a while. Or the Wednesday streams might be something else, but the thing is the Wednesday streams really can only be that couple of hours. So, but what I would like to do is I really want to really start crunching on I really want to start crunching on Final Fantasy 14. It's really hard to do that when I'm doing obviously all the hobby stuff and all these other streams. But Final Fantasy 14 streams also aren't the best when it comes to me doing like engaging content. You know, I hate talking like, or like I hate thinking like this, but like, you know, it's kind of that realm of like, I kind of need to think about like what's gonna maybe get views, right? Because the main way I'm gonna get discovery is gonna be through things like posting clips, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, all that. Just the way it is. Unfortunately, that means that what that also means is that I have to you know, sometimes I do need to take a backseat on the things I do like, but sometimes, you know, a good portion of that usually is though if it's a Nintendo, I'm pretty safe, and I actually probably play a lot of things that I do like. It's just I'm playing around what, you know. Oh, it's the same as before. It's just the backwards part. I was getting very confused again on what was supposed to go where. Bang. All right, I'll do this again. So I'll try to do this again. So 9 should go on this side. And then LBC 16 and 17. But yes, I really would like to try to catch up on Final Fantasy before the new expansion comes out. But that is obviously also inherently just going to be difficult to make that time for. I could find ways. And one of the things I intend to do is actually, the problem is, I really wish going through MSQ was, again, I wish the one thing I actually do kind of wish. I mean, I'm happy with the way that MSQ is in Final Fantasy. I just wish on top of that, it was easier to go through MSQ with a friend. You know, where they can just, well, maybe either was solo stuff, it just doesn't have to be solo stuff. I mean, the game already has a scaling difficulty thing. Like, it already has a sync system. They should have, like in other games have ways to like scale health and difficulty based on the number of people in a party, right? So if you have, you know, a full party, then it just gives you like, the downside is obviously it's when they want to do these things where you play as one of the other characters, like you get to play as, you know, like, oh, I'm playing as Thancred, you know, and it's like cool, but it just, I don't know, because what I would love to do is go through it with a friend and be like, you know, and be like, hell yeah, we're gonna go through the MSQ together. I'm gonna get caught up. We'll hang out. It'll be fun times. Super happy fun slide. No. Oh, this is meant to be chopped here. I did not notice that. That would explain why I was starting to have a difficult time getting this on. There we go. That was the last one here, so I can get the legs on technically. Oops, waiting for the heel to come off during that, the fact that it tumbled. Bro. All right, we got a full lower half here. And we're ready for it. It's ready for posing. Look, it's merrily skipping to school. It's going on a merry jaunt to school. whenever I see like the more like it's like this kind of, usually the thing is the design I think it's kind of hidden, but like whenever I see like essentially it from the other side it looks like this. So here. It's such like a childlike walk, or like a very anime school walk, you know, like hooray. It's like this slight forwardness. All right. We're on to the body unit. All right. Oh, I never turned this light on. It's not a big deal. It mostly just helps with some of the lower shading that I have. And honestly, this light is the most useful when I'm painting, but like, it's mostly this. So you can see it here, here, here. Yeah, I'm gonna use this hand so that I'm covering less of it. So yeah, off, on, off, on, off. It just lets it be more even. The light is actually on a very low setting. It's kind of a harsh light, so that's why it seems so apparent, but it's actually very low. Like, this is a light, honestly, I can look at this light and it doesn't hurt at all. It's so low. It's on like the lowest power setting, so. Oh, we get to take out 3 parts of this one. Ooh, baby. 3 and 7, eh? All right. I'll try to make more of a concerted effort to look over a YouTube chat. If I was smart, what I would do is I'd make room on my desk and where I could put my tablet, and then I could have both chats up on my tablet. But like, I don't even know that can I even like look at the live stream chat through YouTube Studio Mobile? It doesn't feel like it. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't look like I even could anyway, if I wanted to. I'd literally have to like pull it up on YouTube. I don't even think that would work. Maybe. Okay, I need to. What am I trying to do? Oops. I mean, if I could pop out one of these chats, it'd be nice. All right, how can I make it where I only see... I can hide the video of one of them. Okay, oh, there we go. Hell yeah, here we go. You go away. Okay, it'll go away on its own. This is so stupid, but you know what? It will work. Yeah. No, wait, no, it doesn't work. Hold on. If I could only hide it just a little bit more. Or make the video just a little smaller. It's fine. All right. I can now see both YouTube and Twitch chat. So I will no longer ignore your messages. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm inserting it and then putting it up. Okay. So. Rotate it around. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. I'm a little nervous about how difficult this is being. Bring it around town. Okay, it's going. Okay, here we go. All right, this does seem fairly even on each side, so that part's good. Oh, and it just wants me to wait. It just wants me to use it so that I could bring this from like down up. I'm assuming there's a molding reason why it couldn't just come this orientation, right? But like that's so weird. Because now it wants, and then it wants to take it back out, and then we build into with this. Fascinating. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna preemptively do this. Far easier for me to determine the way that it wants me to have any of these things here. All right. That probably might finish honestly before I finish streaming. We'll see. See, what D21? That's what I need. Okay. C1. That's down here. All right. It's kind of like it's like a girdle kind of. All right. G, I forget what that. Oh, that's right. It's you. Okay. Let's see. Is that gonna be the chest piece? Where did I put the sticker sheet? Oh, here. How did I put it all the way back there? Yep. Hey. Okay. One, two, three. There you are. And 13. Where are you? I actually can't wait. Tomorrow, this is amazingly timely because tomorrow, I totally forgot I needed to have been recording during this whole thing. Here we are. At least I can start now. Anyway, yeah. Tomorrow is actually going to be a great episode because tomorrow is going to be the launch of mine and Dylan's discussion on Endless Waltz. So so this is like such a timely build. because I'll build this and then you'll be able to immediately come to this stream VOD. And probably the next one that we do this, because I will not have finished it probably by the end of this stream. Wait, the fuck? What happened? Oh no. Uh-oh. Something's wrong with the sticker. Tis no bueno. I mean, if I have to glue it, I have to glue it. It's just either the sticky part is stuck to the sheet here. I'll find out in a moment. No. I read to the paper. So it's the other way around. Which does make this slightly more recoverable. But not easily. Come on. There we go. That was definitely more complicated than it needed to be. All right, so this has to come in. All right, this way. Okay, there we go. I was worried that this was like maybe sticking out too far, but I guess not. All right, C24. Okay, this at least is one, so this is good. Why you no go? Because this shouldn't be sliding this much. I feel like it should go further in, you know? It just feels like this is too loose, you know, this part here. Maybe the top part though, I guess we'll keep it. Let me get A14 and at least that will potentially like keep it kind of locked in. It's still a bit slidey. But looking at it, actually, it kind of should be in all the way. So I guess I just wish it wouldn't like slide like this. So my hope is something else will keep it kind of in place. But at least I know it doesn't need to be out all the way. It actually should be in now, because that is at least what this thing cleared up. But we'll see. That could be a benefit, like a beneficial thing later. I will say this should be a green acrylic. This should be green acrylic clear. It's the fact that it is just clear with the green sticker, I think, is not as good of an effect, or at least especially doesn't fit what it looks like in the show. What it looks like in the show is purely just green. So okay, this one's gonna be fucking complicated. That's fun. All right. All right, let's do A11 and 12 first. Because that looks like a part that this part isn't given an order, so it's kind of just up to how I'm feeling it. There you are. fitting in here? There we go. It's just too far forward. Okay. All right, now F4 and C6. Why are they such different sprues? The different colors, I don't understand that. I'll have more of an understanding if they're different colors. Oh yeah, they'd have to be, because C doesn't have any white on it. Only A has some white. Okay. I'm less upset. Okay, so this needs to be forward and back because it's the same way either way. Clean this up a little. All right. The collar is on. All right, all these are G. I have to do this twice. Okay. So 2, 13, and 10. We'll do this in order though, so that I do not accidentally double up or lose anything, like misplay something. And 10. Other side just doesn't want to snap in. There we go. Oh shit, he's got a gun. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, I got this again. Attached to the shoulders. All right, then yeah, right. Hold on. This is neat. I actually didn't really. I never thought about having this on a model, like on the wing model. It's neat. Me likey. All right, we're fine now. Into the torso. All right, so 7's got to go down. This will be a whole thing. Okay. I think that's... Yeah, okay. The actual main part is flat down. Okay. Now back in with you. Now we've got some better articulating torso. Out for a stroll, but spiking the camera a little bit. Oh, actually, we forgot one more thing. We forgot something. I wasn't done yet. This will be another doubler. Let's see. We need... Now I think with this one I can ask, why are they on separate sprues? That's what I'm far less worried about screwing this up on, so I'll just cut them all off right now. I will say this is the most fragile I've had the actual like sprue be on a kit ever. All right. Woo! Alrighty. There we go. Now we got some. Now the legs are more filled out here. Could use some lotion. All right. Now the arms. Okay, it is actually having me start them properly on like right arm. With text. it's just you. I was like trying to figure out. This is the left arm I've grabbed errantly. Put that up there. I didn't really pay attention to which one I was cutting off. It's a rookie move. All right. Okay, so there's a few turns here I need to like look at, examine. So, okay, let's put this here. So I need to turn this way. Oh, no. Just the top part. Yes. Or was it the whole top? I think it was maybe the whole. Okay, maybe it was the whole thing. Alright, and then these need to just kind of come one way or the other. They need to come this way so that the hooks are that way. Alright, then this can come down. Alright. One. Okay. You seemingly only bend one way. And then these need to click in to the joint. Neat. I actually really do. I will say I actually really do like the skeleton. It is pretty cool. You know, the one thing I don't know and I'm curious about, if anybody in chat it can kind of just guide me, because again I'm pretty new to the hobby in general. You know, is Real Grade kind of like Master Grade, but Master Grade but 144, you know, or is it just, is there definitely more to even the skeleton than a Real Grade has? I imagine so. My presumption is that yes, this is kind of like a good intro into Master Grade, but then Master Grade kind of has this little bit extra more on the internal frame versus the Real Grade, which maybe is just a slightly more simplified version of the internal frame. I thought I would hate doing the internal frame, to be honest, but it's actually, to me, actually, it's kind of one of the cooler parts, just because like to see like stuff like the, like kind of the way that these like work kind of like gears. It's actually cool. It's actually very cool to see. The legs are one of my favorites actually with that. All right, so yeah, so let's see. So we've got, so we need this to make sure, and it wants me to take the fist out now. Okay. Fascinating. All right, that's okay. All right, to E1. E1. This is 12 and 13. Probably shouldn't even bother to remove that from my peripheral, but what are the other my hobby desk just has too much stuff. You know? All right. So we need to go. Oh, G Fox, thank you for the raid. So glad to see you. I hope your stream went well. I would say Whoa. Hey now, what you been doing? What were you doing? Were you doing a fitness stream? Like, why are you sweating? Oh. I love Suzuka. Suzuka's so fun. Oh, nice. How long was the, what was it full? Nice. How long were the races? Were they like long stints? $20-minute sprints. Nice. That is a long. Sure. Okay. Those aren't bad. Like 20 minutes, I would say, is pretty good for like time in a race. But yeah. You know what? I totally forgot. I was gonna. There was a wheel I wanted to potentially get when I was at I was at a retro gaming convention. There was a wheel I potentially wanted to get. It wasn't an old wheel. It was a little newer, but just like a really good price. So I was going to try to get it. Totally forgot to go back for it. I just remembered that now. Oh well. Yeah, but like the tire limit is really nice. Especially though, given that I play that I play a lot of NASCAR games. It's so funny to remember about like tire limits. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, whenever I play F1, I feel like that, like I am terrible at tire management. In general, in every racing game, I'm bad at tire management because there is tire management in even like a NASCAR game. A lot of people probably don't think about that, but it's true. There really is, and I'm still bad. I just run too hard. I just unga bunga and run way too hard all the time. But in those NASCAR games, it does make me generally pretty good at road courses. So nice PB. What orientation? Okay, so this way. Okay. Okay, this I guess we'll sit here for a moment. Oh, I know. I mean, that's why I love going on it in F1 games. You know, because you really do get to just kind of. There's so many spots where you can pretty much go flat out. It's so fun. So 5/8/22 doesn't seem to care about when I do them, but I'll do each of them one at a time still. Well, I mean, Sector 2 just coming out of the bridge to me is like the best part of the whole track. Because going under the bridge is cool. Any track where you can go under a portion of it is sick, just aesthetically and then visual, like from a visual standpoint. But then you take that turn right out of it, flat out, so good. Yeah, that is the thing, is I don't race on the Nordschleife too much. It's not like, because I don't play a lot of games that it's like well featured in. I mean, like the full, like it is kind of the thing where like the full green hell mode is kind of it's incredibly long, but truly is one of just the most fun. Yeah, I play a lot of more normie racing games, and especially since F1 hasn't been there in a long time, that's a big one. Also, giving that, as I mentioned, I'm such an American and play NASCAR. Yes, honestly, a big thing is I still am a controller Andy, and so like going into the very simulator like games does intimidate me a lot, because I'm kind of like, I don't know if I should be playing this without a wheel. I really want a wheel. I just can never get myself into a position to justify the purchase, you know? I'm just never in a spot, because either if it's a game thing, I want to get something that me and my wife can enjoy. You know, like we both really are still trying to get a Switch 2. And, you know, it's just like we keep running into stuff that doesn't let us do that. And then I can't really do. It is. I mean, iRacing makes the newest one, and it is so much more comfortable. I know it works with the controller. It is that is the thing. It's like, you know, I'm glad that like controller support is there, and it's generally not like it. I've never felt like it's bad, but what I do. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to check the instruction. What part am I building here? Is it preemptively having me build both parts? One for each arm? Yes. Why organize it this way? Just okay. I mean, I'll do it just cuz, but it's so unnecessary. So, oh. Yeah, effectively I meant to put this on one of these, but it wants me to build both of this now, so I'm gonna wait because I think it'll be less complicated. Moza R3. I think I've seen that. My other thought was just, if anything, that one of my best options might be to get it used. We get like a used wheel, then maybe I could get a slightly nicer one, even if it's a little bit older, but like at least it still would be a good one for less. That's my other thought. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I'm mega dumb, so I need like I gotta get user friendly shit. 20 they were. Yes. I mean, that's true for many things, right? I used to buy, I mean, I've the number of like audio and camera equipment that I used to buy used when I was trying to be a true filmmaker. And yeah, like, you know, obviously I was a college kid, so hyper budget, you know. So I've lived the jank quite a number of times, or like the audio equipment, especially when I was trying to be like a Let's Player. Oh sure, yeah, that's magnets. How do they work? Is this supposed to go in more? I'm trying to finagle this in a little bit more. No, doesn't seem to want to. I don't want to force it. That makes a lot of sense, though. I'll definitely look that up, and then if anything, I'll at least wish list it so that I've got it. I've got it locked in. There we go. Let me see. Yeah, I know. There's always like the Logitech kind of. I've heard of the Logitech trap many times. Got that saved over, so now I can remember that later. Yes, so that's the no, for sure. I definitely know about the cheap Thrustmaster. I've just always like the thing I think I've always kind of heard with the Logitech trap is kind of just like it starts really good and solid, but it's like the thing I've generally been told is that it's just like you kind of desire, or you kind of are in a position to move on from it very, very quickly. I don't know what part of the sprue I've accidentally snipped here. Yeah, no, Thrustmaster I have for sure seen the warnings about, luckily. So I'm very aware of that one. But no, I put the Moza down, so I will correct. That is very nice. I feel like I've seen Logitech also have direct drive. Am I wrong? Or is it like a different? Oh no, it's force feedback, not direct drive, right? It just has force feedback, but not direct drive. No, I got it. I found it. I pulled it up. That's what I did like a minute ago. I found it on Amazon. So at least I'll be able to create a good mentality for it, even if I don't necessarily buy it from Amazon. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. But I knew there are different things. Logitech has only force feedback, but not direct drive, correct? Yes. I was just trying to remember. I don't know that. Does Logitech even make one that has direct drive? I mean, maybe like their more expensive one, but I don't know. I don't look at the product page too much. Sure. That makes sense. Okay. This is if I needed a fist versus... If I wanted fist versus hand. Let me get the 15 now. I'll just see what the hands look like. Got it. Yeah. Okay. This like reggae cover of of Zelda is not necessarily what I was expecting to show up in this playlist, but I guess here we are. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a, I mean, I have a very, okay, but these go together anyway, one way or the other, so I'll just do this quick. Yeah, and I don't know if I'll ever get to that point because I'll be honest, I've got the various other family matters to prioritize over that, unfortunately. Okay, let me see. I think so. It looks like because it's not. I know Master Grade gets. So these don't have. This is a difference because I know Master Grade does get more articulating fingers. So we're definitely. I don't think in any territory of. Yeah, I don't need the whole like Jesus pose. I actually intend, if anything, to do this pose. This is the pose I kind of actually intend to do here. Eventually, I will need to get a stand for it, but I plan to do that tomorrow when I go out shopping. Hopefully, I'll also be able to pick up my wet palette, my new wet palette paper tomorrow. So I'm trying to find where's the like attach the weapon thing. Okay. No, there they are. The articulating hands are on here. I see that now. Okay. So we'll come back to this then. Yes, and that's really good for enthusiast, like from the enthusiast level. Like, obviously, it's just like why it's good that they exist for that purpose, but that is definitely going to be far above my realm. All right, so I'll, at least for now, I will just chill out and leave. I'll leave this as a fist for now, and then we'll change the hands later. When we get the big gun. Yeah, it's nice that it's not like hyper proprietary. Which is that's always good, I think. All right, I'll be ready for when I'm ready to hop on the truck simulator. Yeah, that's nice. That'd be actually be a really fun bit to do, which would be like find a mod for like truck simulator, and then it's like you're driving both your race car and then the hauler, so you take it to every racetrack. That'd be like a fun thing if someone made that. Oh, I mean, it would just be switching the truck wheel with the racing wheel and then changing games. That's what it would be. I'm just yeah, I'm spitballing just like an RP type thing. Yes, I'm spitballing stupid. Don't worry too much into it. Oh, right. I already cut it. I accidentally cut this earlier. So here we are. So I'm assuming this would need to go this way, right? Yep. Okay, there we go. Good. Well, that's the thing. That's one thing is, I don't know the difference between American dating and European dating, right? Because here, a lot of our like Best Buy dates are more for shelf life, not product life. So it's kind of because obviously it's America. We pulled the capitalism, and so what I yeah, well, there's a bunch of aspects to that, but I just especially more mean, um, yeah, okay. I was gonna say because like ours is a little bit. There's a lot of vagueness about actually when something goes bad. A great example of this actually is tortilla shells. Um, they will often have a very short or a fairly short shelf date on the bag, but they actually can last a good amount of time because it's the way a tortilla shell is. It's if it's refrigerated often, especially, it can go for a while. Sure, and that makes sense. I was curious. That's that fits the general vibe of the fact that of how European stuff is generally a little bit more just better about that. Kind of fucked up, but let's see. Okay, so if I bend it this way, it needs to come down this way. Okay. Ugh. Jesus, joint is tough. All right, there we go. Bring this up. I'll need this. Yes, well, especially I think that is benefited by the fact that you have inherently more truly fresh goods. One day we'll learn our lesson. One day. My children maybe will be able to live healthier than I. There's a lot of reasons that there should be less shit that we do in America, but what's the cost of people's lives when those companies can make more money? All it does is just cost the lives of the entire country. What's so wrong with that? we're just whining. All right. Oh, that actually cut out pretty clean. All right, A5. Sounds good. I know I didn't really eat much of a breakfast. But I'll make myself a good lunch. Sounds good. I thank you for being here anyway and talking what you have. Oh yes, let me build. Okay, so let me build the other 5 here. So that was, let's see, 5, 8, and 22. I will say, I haven't done a racing stream in a while, and I really should. We played NASCAR for that, like the new NASCAR game, for a bit, and I just advanced the campaign in that one to the truck series. So that would be a fun place to kind of come back to. I will say though, what I'm really disappointed about with that game is I really wish. I really wish that we could take over like a real car. You know, like I wish I could take over for like Alex Bowman. You know, because that's at least like realistic. That's gonna happen soon, so. Tweezers here. Jeez. Did you stay in here? Jeez. Oh, that's why I'm missing it. Okay. I'm missing one part. You are what I've forgotten. There we go. Now it'll stay in there. Man, I will say, as much as the actual kind of race for Talladega kind of sucked this last weekend, I was so fucking hyped when Carson won. I love Carson. He's so funny. He's such a cool, like, he's just like exactly what the sport needs right now. Just like a great personality, the streaming stuff, you know, then the way he's just very unabashed about going through the track, but like not in this just like pure disrespectful way. And here's the thing. I'm actually kind of a proponent for people against the idea that there are no personalities on the track. I think there are. I think there, mostly in the sense that there almost never have been. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so it needs me to turn this in a bit. So I have to, okay. So I need to get these essentially like attached. Just get this in there. And then bring it in. Got it. I see how it wants me to do this. Okay. I don't know if I need to like cut part of this off. It just like really doesn't want to sit down in there. There we go. Jeez, it finally snapped in there. There we go. That looks so much better too. There we go. Get it to T-pose. Wing dominance T-pose. We're decently far now. We got shoulders to do, and then the head, and then the backpack is gonna be the big annoyance. So, but we're getting there. You know, stickers will come after that, but that's all detailing, and I'll probably try to do some panel lining at some point. But I'll want to get some stuff for that. I will not want to use my current things. One thing I also plan to do soon is I'll probably do it during like a normal painting stream or something like that, but I want to I'll show you later. Hold on. I gotta refix my. I gotta refix my thing. Okay, this actually is probably better than what I had it at. I actually do need a quick bio break, so one moment. Sorry, I know my model's freaking out. Sorry. trying to get this set up. It's like a drop shadow or something, please. I do not know. You know what? It will live. It'll be fine. All right, I'll be back. Here, I'll do this. You can look at how it's going, the progress. There you go. All right. I'm back. I probably should have paused my recording here, but you know, there we are. I'll do it anyway. You know what? I'll still do a restart here. There we go. That way, at least I know that it won't stay that way and all that. So sorry, that was me removing the charging puck from my phone. Okay, where are we at? Shoulders. Four, 5, and 6 of D. So we can kind of start that up. Also, I will say, playing Time Stranger again yesterday, really did reignite my love for that game. It can be difficult, but like, damn, dude, it's just fun. I love RPGs. Like, I just love turn-based RPGs like that. But like, obviously, I'm old now, so like, part of that is playing in franchises with things that are familiar and comfortable. So like Time Strangers like fits that mark because I grew up playing a lot of Digimon World 2. I should be specific because Digimon World 1, 2, and 3 are all very, very different playing games. But yes, I played those two. I played 2 a lot growing up when I was a kid. And so I'm just checking. Hold on, I gotta look closely. All right. C10. But yeah, so that's also kind of why, for example, like why maybe like I don't end up getting hyper crazy good about like playing like stuff like Bravely Default, which is a very good like kind of old school Final Fantasy game, but I'm not good about playing it because I just, and like everything about it isn't something that I'm like super attached to yet. So, you know, I don't have that like nostalgic like extra thing that's like bringing it in for me, which is really shitty, but it is just a thing that happens. All right, A17. I do want to make sure that this refreshes instead of trying to radio out or something. There's 18. I need 17. There you are. The first yellow sprue bit of the build. All right, so let's see. So we need this. Okay. Oh, I see what it means. It wants this to be like moved forward as much as possible, because it can kind of slide back. It wants that as forward. And then oh, this is backwards. Okay. So now okay, that makes sense. Hold on. There we go. $18, 1 and 2. All right. This will be funky. Okay, I see how this is gonna go. Okay. Let's get 18 out now, because this will be the simplest part of this. So I was saying earlier, like, the bits of the sprue really do break off pretty easily. Like, you can see there, it just broke off the actual, like, sprue. And you just don't see that in things like Warhammer, so it's just funky. I love this shoulder pad. It's such a good one. But we got another important part of it to get to. All right, it's continuing through. It's fine. Jeez, this is gonna be. Well, I think I got it. Let's go. All right, sick. I was like, this is gonna be annoying. Oh, my blue is backwards. I have the wrong blue. How the fuck did I do that? How the hell did I do that? It's labeled backwards. Damn it. It's another mislabel. It's another mislabel. Yeah, bro, I mean, look, bro, I give GW a bunch of shit out there plenty of times. They at least don't do this shit nearly as much so far as I've seen in these Gunpla kits. Alright, hey, we have the right one this time. It's actually supposed to be C10 here. Alright. So bad. Like, 4, 5, and 6, just like before. Okay, let's see here. Remind myself again the order here, or like the orientation. So this side is forward. Yes, okay. Hey, look. Wow, who'd have thought? Oh my god, crazy. Alright, A17 and F14. It's just like the mislabels get me. Luckily, they're like recoverable. Like, you know, a little bit of extra thought does very quickly reveal the issue. But it's just like annoying. Oh, no, that's what I did wrong. That's funny. That's funny. No, I grabbed the wrong. That wasn't it wasn't a mislabel. I grabbed this one wrong. That makes sense. Oh shit. Okay. I did fuck up. It was me. I am the ruiner. There was a mislabel earlier in the kit. I'm almost certain of that, but now it will bring it into question. My legitimacy is potentially in shatters. Honestly, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Oops. I'll have to grab that. My mask for working with the resin fell off my desk. I have dragged it off accidentally. There's a bit of a lip, and it's in my way. I'm skipping the Christmas music. It's a fascinating remix. I don't care to listen to it right now. Okay. I was trying to see if these appear to be getting the same level of flex. This just seems much looser than this one. This one seems to have a lot less give. Where this one is a little bit more floppy. And I partly wonder if that's... Okay, it just kind of wasn't in all the way. All right. To the torso they go. Love it. I think we're going to be able to finish the head, and then the next stream is going to have to basically just be the backpack. Because, I mean, the backpack, well, and the weapon technically too, but like the backpack is pretty involved, as you can see here. It's the whole wings and everything. You know, the titular wings. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit involved. It will get a really good set of the shape at least, so that's really cool. Because especially like, just really cool how I really do like kind of how posable this is. Make it as yippee, yippee. I don't know. I just love putting. I don't know. There's something about me and just making the anime or very just feminine poses. Just make me laugh. But very fun. Like it's like I say, the actual like the extra posability actually I do think is very fun about it. Oh, I forgot the last part of the shoulder pad. The A18, that's what it is. That would have been embarrassing to forget. There's a bit of it that broke earlier. More sprue breaking. This is meant to kind of... How does this one fit? No, it fits in there real tight. This one's staying here really tight, but this one is weirdly loose. Oh, fuck. Get back in there. Hold on. Sorry, I'm off camera. It's because I've kind of fucked up. Hold on. There we go. It's just why is this right shoulder is having a very hard time staying on. It might just be kind of a loose thing to just keep in mind. Just to make sure that like when I like this I can kind of just push up, but like this one if I push it up the whole thing kind of comes up, so I have to like push it down and then up if I want to do that. Kind of sucks, but luckily I don't really have a whole lot of plans to do, because given that the main pose is going to be this, it'll have like basically this, so I'll kind of have it up, but the shoulder up, but not by a whole lot. So it'll be like this, a little bit, right? Like I'll sort that out, but for now it can chill like this and that's fine. You can chill like this for now. It's alright. Okay. Now we can move to the head. Okay, we're gonna get into a few of the stickers and stuff here too now, so this will be funky. All right, let's start C23. Alright, here's the stickers. I'll have to lean in again. Okay, let's see. Okay, this appears to be good. Oh boy. Oh, I could have done this instead. Well, if I do this and I hate it, then I at least have a backup. But I guess in a way I've committed, so... I thought it folded over. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, it did. Did actually. Did that fix it? Sorry, I don't know if I was on camera for that. This is very hard to do in front of the camera. But I actually need the camera now to look at it. It seems to be okay. I would say this just maybe needs to go like a little higher on the ankle here. Okay, I think they're equally as noticeable as each other. So I think I'm losing out by not having the... It just seemed for a moment like these were slightly more... like that these kind of popped out a little bit more, but I'll leave it on there so that at least I can come back to it. Bring it out a little bit. Okay, so that was all I needed to do with the eye. There are other stickers I do need to add to this. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now we can get to the other building parts. So A15, C3, and F7. Jeez. Hey, we're all the way up here. We're almost through the C sprue. F7. There you are. Son of a bitch. Ah. repositioning these stickers is definitely annoying. A is also so close to being no longer needed. But I can tell the big part of the backpack is going to be left, because you can kind of see here. Haven't looked at the back of the model much. We're not there yet. It's in like a forward lean right now. I'm looking at it. All right, then F2 and 3. You know, F generally went pretty largely ignored, so at least I would say this has been very decent sprue attribution, just not amazing. All right, I did forget. You do get the pilot. The mini hero is maybe a bit of a question, but you do get the mini to scale pilot. And that's at least cool. It would actually be cool, since this comes forward, if this, like, if when it came forward, it went up. It could come up, and you could actually open the hatch. And maybe you can, and I'm just not realizing it, but... Sorry. Would you balance? Damn it. Balance, Daniel. Just stand. Thank you. go. Maybe this will go on cleaner now. Otherwise, I will attempt to glue it. Is it you? Are you the bot? Are you blocking it somehow? No, it's just very loose. Okay, hopefully this will help keep it sticking. I think we'll basically actually be done with the C. Yeah, we're basically going to be done with the C sprue after this. Because we have these little extra wing bits on the head. And then, because I don't think I'm really going to make any use of the, I might for just now, I guess, maybe take one of these beam sabers. Just to have on it. So, until I can get, until we do the weapon. But at least we'll have kind of like a minutely finished kind of build. Though it will probably be gun and backpack in that stream, but we'll put this, at least the beam in there. Just so it has something, you know? Alright, A is also basically done. So technically that does have one more. Excellent. Okay. All right. Oh, it does actually still need. I thought maybe it could fit in here. It does not. Oh well. All right. We've got basically a completed Wing Zero, or mostly completed Wing Zero. This we like EW, so we got only a little bit left. It's just the backpack, and then it's gonna be the big gun, and then we'll do the decalings and stuff later, and then try some panel linings. But hold on. All right, this Gundam is ready. This Gundam's ready to punch. This Gundam's ready to box. It's a boxing Gundam. But yes, this is actually the thing, if anything, that I do find the most enjoyable about this much posing is kind of the fact that it is just like that we can kind of get like I can do like this. Yippee! All right, I'm excited though. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna be at the home stretch here, and then we'll get it done. Get some fun decaling and probably some panel lining, and then we'll be set. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow, though, will not continue this tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go and we're going to play. I don't. That's back to the Digimon story. But I'll try one more time. We'll do the Nuzlocke at least. We'll probably try one more time to do the Nuzlocke. Not that I'm not enjoying the Nuzlocke. It's just I specifically, I just get a little. I just would like to maybe play some of these games that like I should get finished. So, otherwise, like I said, I really do need to get back into Final Fantasy 14, which is tempting me for tomorrow. But nevertheless, until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.